Love it. Yes, that's good.
Hey, that was a hell of a drive.
Well, I don't have to sell it, so it's good.
Good morning everyone, welcome to the final day of our trip down here at Wellington Dam. Yeah, much like yesterday, we've woken up to an absolutely lovely day. We had a bit of a sleep in, maybe because we had a late night last night, but these things happen. So anyway, we get stuck into the day. We're doing some bacon and eggs, sausages at the moment, doing some brekkie. And then, yeah, the plan today, I think we're going to leave the trailer here this morning again. Going to go out and try and hit a couple quick tracks. Probably get back here late morning, do a bit of morning tea, pack up, clean up, dry up, and then hit the road back home. So, still a bit of action, so hang around for it.
We wouldn't have been more than 5 minutes, a couple kilometres from camp, and we'd already found ourselves a fun little track to get our teeth stuck into this morning. We didn't really know what to expect, but it proved to be every bit as good as we thought it would be. Just have a look at how steep the terrain is here compared to the dam down the bottom there. We're literally driving on the side of a cliff.
Well, we found the first big hill of the day. It's a real loose, rocky climb. A few diff bangers we've got to keep an eye out for. This is definitely first gear low range territory. Let the traction control work. Watch your wheel placement, as I've just found out there. Track for the faint-hearted, that's for sure. We've gotten up the first half. We'll park the car here, we'll get Brett up, and then we'll tackle this bit that's in front of me.
Well, as you can see there, Brett and I both got stuck on exactly the same rock. Looking at the footage, it looks like we both got stuck on our driver's side lower shock mount on the rear diff, and the rear axle. Hangs down just on the inside of the rear tyre. Hangs down a little bit, but not a lot. Obviously it was enough to get us stuck. Well, this is part 2 of the hill. We stopped at the bottom, we walked all the way up and looked at this. This is a sight unseen track. I've never driven it before, Brett's never driven it before. Obviously we looked at a few rocks down there that were concerned with being diff bangers. There's another one at the top here. What we did is we put that log on the right hand side. We're going to try and drive our tyres up on that log to lift them up over the rock. We'll see how we go. Hopefully we have success with that. But other than that, it looks like a drivable challenge, a drivable hill. Just careful wheel placement and should be all sweet. So let's see how we go.
There you go. How you feel not being able to recover your own car?
It's a little bit awkward, but I think, as I said to you off camera, this is why you go with friends that are happy to obviously help you out, and obviously we will return the favour should Brett need this. We did, when we looked at the hill, sort of say this would be the area that would give us the concern, and this is I could possibly drive it still, but just for safety's sake, we're just going to put the winch on and use the winch just to level the car out, pull the nose down.
Oh, you got freeze below?
Yeah. In that big hole, the front of the car.
Well, safety is always the #1 priority, guys. That's why we've got Jess and Jody standing further back with the cameras. Brett was happy to stand there because he knew the winch wasn't under a lot of tension. It was more just there as a safety line. Brett has got a lot of winch competition experience, and he said to me it'd be more important for him to stand there and spot me than he was concerned about the winch and any sort of safety concerns with that.
Stay straight. Righto. Keep going like that, straight. Keep winching. Beautiful, mate. Well done.
Well, now it's Brett's turn to give this hill a go. He watched me drive it, he watched my line. He said to me he'd make a few adjustments, and it paid off. This is a seriously impressive drive to watch.
Your side step's stuck on that rock down here, mate. Hold on, just go back with a little bit left, bit of right hand down and back. All right, back. All right, go hard right. Just trying to get your back up over that rock, and then we can reposition you over. Straight. Yep, straight. All right, you're up. You're on that rock now. Yeah, mate, good ride. That's your log, Who needs a winch? Yeah, mate.
Yes. Love it. Yes. That's good.
Hey, that was a hell of a drive.
Well, I don't have to sell it, so it's good.
How did that feel compared to your 76, mate?
Oh, look, the 76 would have, I think, made little work of that hill, but the 200, like, just the width of it just makes it so much stable. Like, didn't even feel like it was going over. So, obviously, on film, you don't really sort of see the angles and
you don't have a filometer in the camera.
No, it's yeah, but I'm stoked to have a big drive of it. So it's awesome.
Sweet,
Yeah.
cool.
Happy days.
Well, we conquered that hill, both part 1 and 2. So let's pack up me recovery gear and jump back on the track, eh?
Yeah.
Thanks, film crew.
No worries.
Well, the camera really doesn't do it justice. That was a super steep and technical drive. Really impressed by Brett's efforts, and I'm actually really impressed by mine. I'm glad I got to the point where I did, and I was more than happy to pull the winch out and winch myself up to safety. It was, however, though, hungry work. It was time for us to head back to camp and organise some morning tea. Well, guys, we've gotten back to camp from a really enjoyable 4-wheel drive session this morning. Gonna have a bit of morning tea, and then we're gonna rip into packing up camp and
and sadly heading home. So morning tea, we've been talking about it with Brett and Jody all trip. We're going to do scones. So 3 ingredient scones, nice and easy. We've got
Self-raising flour, cream and lemonade.
Yep.
So pretty easy, or easy to come by.
Schweppes lemonade or Sprite, not your Solo or Lift lemonade, that doesn't work.
Gotta be very specific here.
Chef Jess is going to lead the way, and I'm
Not
going
a chef.
I'm going to help out where I can.
So we keep it pretty simple. So I'm starting with a new box because then I know how much to put in.
Yep.
So
This is the old box from the last time. There's just a little bit left. We'll probably just use that to dust our hands, make it a bit easier to work.
oh, I need scissors.
Scissors, all right.
Scissors, please. There we go.
Awesome.
Hopefully that's
So what was that?
somewhere between 450 500 grams of flour. So
The recipe we use says 3 cups of flour, 1 cup of cream, 1 cup of lemonade. But we found that it makes it too wet.
So we're going to go a little bit more flour, a little bit less liquid, and hopefully that helps everything rise up a little bit nicer than it did last time.
Correct.
Sort of ended up with rock cakes. So,
obviously the important thing is whilst we're doing all this, we've already had the campfire going for a bit. And we've got a nice bed of coals there. Obviously anything that you do in the camp ovens is going to require some coals. So
get our cream. This is thickened cream too, if anyone's wondering.
Yep.
So we'll just pour some of that in.
About 2/3 that container, I reckon.
There we go. Just in case we need more, we'll leave that to the side. And then I'll crack our lemonade can. So we can see what Graham does in the kitchen.
On the topic of lemonade, recipe works better if it's cold, like out of the fridge, cold can of lemonade.
Do a cup of lemonade.
Just under a cup.
Yeah, same. There you go.
Cool. Finish the rest.
And then mix it up.
Yep.
So the trick is to not over mix it, because we want that nice fluffy scone texture.
Yep. Don't over mix it, but you obviously also don't want big clumps of flour. So
no, that doesn't help cook.
We'll show you what it looks like once we've all mixed it up.
What the mix looks like. See, it's all sticky but firm.
I apologise if you can hear the motorbikes in the background. We've obviously got a few other adventurers enjoying the good weather. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I've obviously got my camp oven here.
Be warned, this is why you wash your hands when making scones, because it's a sticky mixture. But this is feeling lovely. This is what scones should feel like.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to get some aluminium foil out and I'm just going to lay that over the trivet, and then we'll spray it all with a bit of non-stick spray oil.
Yep. Now generally when we're at home, I'd lay out a nice bit of baking paper, put some flour down, roll out the dough, cut it all up, make it into nice pretty looking scones.
Yeah, but we're in the bush.
We're in the bush, so we're clumping and dumping. Put it eloquently.
Alright, nice healthy spray.
Okay.
And I will move this over in front of you.
Thank you. Now, we've not cooked it in the camp oven before, so I'm going to start with sort of smaller scones, about yay size.
Alright, the easy job out of all of this, all I've got to do is obviously put the oven on and set a timer.
But I get the more delicious job because I get to lick my fingers once I'm done. I was going to stick it right there.
How many we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hey?
Yeah, there's a couple small ones, a couple big ones.
Oh, we've got 9, so 4 of us. We've got 2 each at least.
Yep.
Plus 1 extra for the chef. Yeah, that's the way it works.
Who's the chef?
Alright, anyway. Hey, can you have it? Alright, they're ready to go on the fire.
Yes,
so,
please. Do your job.
Let's go and do that. Guys, like every bit of cooking in the camp oven that I do, I always put small amount of coals on the bottom and then more coals on top. So we've got a nice big pile of coals in here. Put them there. Those two out. All right, we'll give that about 15 to 20 minutes and we'll check on it and see how they're going. So we'll see you then. Well, we put the scones in for the first sort of 15 minutes. They weren't quite done. We gave them another 5 minutes and I still wasn't happy, so we gave them another 5 minutes. So let's have a check. They're feeling very fluffy, but they're not quite crispy on the outside yet. So I think what I'll do is actually I'll just take these coals off of the top and I'm going to refresh them for the sort of next 5 minutes. Well, obviously we had a bit of success there. We're refreshing the coals and running it for a little bit longer. Come and have a peek. I can smell them now and they're just going lovely and golden on top. So we'll get rid of them. And we'll bring it over to the table again. Pull them out.
What are we doing? You want me to cut one open and...
Yeah, exactly.
Grab your scone
Cut one
how you
open,
like it.
dish it up how you like it.
Righto. Oh, they're pretty good on the inside there.
Phew.
Good, good.
So far, so good.
I was like, look and feel test has been met.
Yes, they're good. They're good. Table's getting some as well now.
Sharing's caring. There you go.
Righto. Okay. Righto.
What's the verdict?
Yeah, awesome, mate. Well done, guys. Well done.
Cool.
Yes.
Well done.
Well, didn't get stuck into them.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, the simple 3-ingredient scone recipe proved a treat. I dare you to try on your next camping adventure. Let us know how you get on with it. Well, like I've said it in the past, all good things have to come to an end. Our time exploring the Wellington Dam area this weekend with Brett and Jody is coming to an end. So camp's packed up, we've put the fire out, obviously enjoyed our morning tea, and yeah, now it's time for us to hit the tracks and make our way back home. So yeah, we'll make our way out of here. We'll go and put some air in the tyres, and yeah, we'll say goodbye to you all then. Well, it's time for us to air up, the end of our trip. I'll quickly run you through what's happening here. Down here,
It's an old shock bush because the bearing in the wheel carrier collapsed. So this was our bush fix to get us through, and look, it's done all right. And then just to help support the tyre a little bit, just thrown a ratchet strap on it. Anyway, tend to that when I get home and have the time to get some bearings and whatnot and get it fixed up. But obviously lots of bumping around, and the weight and stuff at the back here, it just took its toll on that bearing. These things happen. Fortunately, it wasn't a showstopper for us. Well, that is the very end of our trip. We've got the tyres pumped back up and we're out here on the main road. Bitumen's just there. Sadly, we're going to have to sign this one off. So I really hope you enjoyed this little episode around Wellington Dam. We had a great time filming it. Brett and I had a great time driving the tracks. And I know everyone that came along, Brett, Jody, Jess, myself, we've all thoroughly enjoyed getting away, relaxing and having a bit of fun. So make sure you jump over, check out Brett's channel on YouTube, Facebook and Instagram as well, Australian Offroad Adventures. And obviously, as usual for mine, you can subscribe over here. You can check out our other videos over here. And we'll see you out on the tracks and trails hopefully, or we'll see you on our next trip. Anyway, happy safe adventuring. We'll see you next time.